Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Just felt weird all of a sudden. Just, well, I am weird, but um, almost like I was going to pass out. Like it just suddenly overcame me. And I felt like I was going to pass out. So I hesitated for a second. And I thought, no, it's because I'm getting ready, because I was pushing the button. So I'm assuming this is what. So I just feel kind of almost feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm kind of feel ill, but weak. So don't. I've asked them not to show me unless they absolutely have to how they died, but we've kind of been shifting back to it because in the beginning, some of them were really horrific, and I felt them and tasted them and smelled them, and then I cry. Anyway, I don't think I've done a reading for you before, so I want to go back to where I should have started at. But they wanted to throw that in there immediately. Um, I love my team. I don't remember if I've given you a reading before, so I just like to explain real quick on how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best that I can. They do not waste a message. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and they'll go, oh, I know what he's talking about. You'd be surprised how many times I get somebody 6 months later telling me, oh, guess what just happened? Something that was in your reading to me. Anyway, sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. They won't give me all the details. Details are none of my business. They should give me enough so you know what he's talking about. Being very quiet. Um, he sees you. Did you? Sorry, my eyelashes bother me. Did darn it? Sorry. Did you do ballet or something when you were little, or do you have a child or a grandchild? And I would say granddaughter, could be a boy, that is like a little ballerina, even if you don't go to official dance lessons, even if they just like to play in a ballerina or used to play in a ballerina costume and do the little in a circle. I took ballet. I took dance lessons forever. My dance teacher would whack me for looking like that. He's saying something like, I love you, pumpkin face. Might have to stretch it outside the box, might have to think about that a little bit. Hopefully, the first thing that comes to mind is going to be it. Like, because we don't get names exact anymore. We used to get all names exact, and names and nicknames. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the holdup is with my gang. We don't seem to get them exact. Anyway, get off of that. He's well. He's got my head. I have a squirrel brain, but he's got my head going all over the place. I don't know if that was him, if that was you. Maybe that was him at the end. Maybe he had a squirrel brain like I do. I mean, I'm not making fun of him. I've got it. I own it. Okay. Okay. Then it just got really quiet. It's like flitting all over the place. Then Right before we started, they do this a lot. They want to pick out a card, and that'll get another message across that maybe I wouldn't pick up on. Anyway, so I shuffle the cards, and usually I use my release cards. I shuffle the cards until he tells me to stop. Well, the first time I picked a card, I thought, oh my gosh, my mind had wandered into something of mine that's going on. And I thought, no, that card, my energy probably messed that all up. So I told him, well, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to shuffle again. And I'm going to make sure you pick the card. Make sure I hear you say, pick that one. We got the same one both times. Same one both times. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap. I'll tell you what, I'm laughing in a minute. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Before I got to that word leap, I swear, so I saw him jumping up in the air, and I don't know I don't think that was a ballerina move. He's jumping up in the air like that, and then I got to the word leap, and I just started laughing. He was already leaping before I read that far. Well, you could see inside my head. So, surrender to success. You have some kind of success, even if it's small. Even if you learned, why is he telling me, even if you learn to walk down the sidewalk and not trip on that crack, piece of sidewalk that sticks up a little higher, and you stub your toe on it, trip on it all the time. Even if you learn and not to do that anymore, and that could be, that's the word I want to use, metaphorical. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't think that's, and hope you know what I mean, because sometimes I don't. That you finally not to trip on that thing. It doesn't have to be a physical sidewalk. It could be a thing, an action, as something that you keep doing over and over and over, and when you do it, you trip up on it. Gosh, I hope I'm making enough sense. But you're learning how not to do that. Oh, dog's 4 pounds, and she sounds like a Great Dane. Nobody else is home but us. I think she heard the dryer clicking. It's been clicking for 10 minutes. She's a 4-pound, we call her crackhead. She's a 4-pound Yorkie. Sounds like a German Shepherd or a Great Dane. Anyway, accept that success, even if it's not tripping on the crack anymore. Success doesn't have to be this big booming fireworks and awards and all that stuff. Success can be the most simple things that just make your life better or make you feel better. Or now they're telling me a message for me. Stop it. Stop interrupting my readings. Tell me later. He says, I see you. I hear you. And he's looking at, he gave me a dirty look right before I started. He says, what took you so long? I don't know what took me so long. I don't know. Somehow I'm boo-boo getting to your reading when I was supposed to. I don't know. I don't have an excuse this time. I'm sorry. I am pretty late. He gave me the look. Ooh, wait a minute. What the heck are you doing, dude? Did he ever come up and just whack you on the butt? the butt or the back of the head. What do they call that when you go up and somebody at back of the head to get their attention? That's what he's trying to do to me. He's mad at me. Nobody here. Never fails. Anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. So if you have a dog that barks and there's nothing there, because there's nothing there. That was the big dog. Got two, like 60-pound dog. And a squirrel, just lost my train of thought. Know that dog is barking at your dad. Dogs and small children see them, hear them. No problem. Play with them. If you see a cat and it's like chasing a bug up the wall and there's no bug, that's somebody playing with them from the other side. They can see them, you can't. He says that car is pretty nice. Did you get a new car? Somebody close to you get a new car? Or is he talking about a car that he used to have? Oh, that's too broad. That's too strict. I don't like it when they make it that broad. They can do better. Somebody have a car older car. Could be even a show car. I'm going to stretch it and say 50s. I don't have a very good, clear picture of it. I'm going to have to stop making my lashes do this. Stop it. I want to say it's black and white, but don't quote me 100% on that. Is it a family car that's been in the family for a long time, or one that he had before at some point? Yeah. Of course, the dog's kind of big. I thought I heard somebody walking my hallway. There's nobody here but me and the dogs and one cat. So if you hear something like in the hallway, like maybe a footstep or two, know that that's him. I love the way they bring messages. He has done quite a few things. Now he's talking about a river. River. Yeah, but he's not elaborating, so that's hard for me to. I don't want to make up a bunch of crap that if it's not there, I'm not going to say it. Other people do. River, but I almost feel like it's tied into that car. Like maybe there's a picture of that car with a bunch of trees behind it, and maybe possibly water. I don't know. Or there's a stream close by. I have a notebook that I keep all my readings in, like your name and what you paid and stuff, what it was for. And for some reason, I felt compelled to take my ink pen and go over number 3 because it wasn't perfect. It was written in my notebook, and I thought, okay, it said anything that happens during a reading is for you, not for me. So was he meticulous with his numbers, or did he have perfect handwriting, or was he an accountant, or something about making that number perfect. He wants you to know how much he loves you. He says he doesn't miss you because he's still here. What they've taught me is it's like they're in the other room. It's like you're sitting in the dining room, they're in the kitchen. You can't see them. Maybe you can't hear them, but they're right there. They're really not up there or down there. Supposed to be looking forward. He's got me looking up here somewhere. Maybe you've heard something about that high. And again, if you did, that's what I feel like I'm listening for something, right? Not on the roof, but just right on the edge of the ceiling in this room. It's kind of a weird reading. You need to speak up. Speak up, Betty. He says if you need somebody to talk to, he will be up all night anyway. So go ahead and talk to him. Promise you 1,000% he can hear you, he can see you. And we have telepathic ears here. We can talk without opening our mouth. We're using these ears and just talk to him because he's not going to tell you your secrets. And allow him to help you if you have a problem. And then he points me to the success card again. So whatever that success is about, if you're still having a problem with it or you want to go further with it, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be big, like I said. Ask him for help. They cannot override our free will choice. My team. My team. They're not supposed to. Like if I get myself in a situation and the people that are around me are not good for me, or they're mean to me, or they just don't feel good, my team will shut that door for me. I don't have to do anything. They take it away from me because it's too hurtful. So remember that if you've had some doors close, did you have a better one open up after that? Because you wouldn't have looked at that door that was opening if you hadn't shut the other one. I hope that makes sense. He's showing that he is awarding you, that's what he's calling it, a halo. He's putting a little halo that is glowing on top of your head because as far as he's concerned, you are his little angel. He wants you to wear that halo. And he wants you to look at it in the mirror. And he wants you to remember that you are a good person. Nobody's perfect, but you still are a good person. And don't let anybody make you feel different. He's talking about Ring Around the Rosie. So he either used to play Ring Around the Rosie with you, or you talk him into it, or maybe you've done it recently with a small child. And if you see a small child doing it and they're doing Ring Around the Rosie and nobody else is there, there is. There is somebody there. With that, he's going to leave. He's making me apologize to him for being so late. I don't know. I had a squirrel brain. I don't know how I missed it. Darn it. Sorry. He says he hopes you have a beautiful day. He hopes you have a big smile on your face and not tears. And again, he's pulling me back to this card. When you look in the mirror, he wants you to see that halo on your head. He wants you, when you're brushing your teeth and you look up, see that halo on your head. When you walk by a mirror, and I have one right at my door, so what do us girls do? You gotta look. You gotta look in it as you're walking out the door going, is everything okay? Is my hair sticking straight up? You know how we do. He says, but when you do that, he wants you to see the halo like he sees it, glowing. Oh, now it's vibrating. Woo! Well, you might get itchy head like I usually do when they get close to me. Spirit gets close to me, my head itches like I have head lice. My beautician didn't say anything about having head lice, so I don't think I do. Got me rocking. I don't know why I'm rocking. I don't know if that was a nervous thing with him, or made him feel better thing, or it's you, or might be somebody you looking at right now while you're listening to this. I don't know. And that's where we stretch it outside the box. I just feel like rocking and soothing. It's very soothing. Oh, but now he jumps up, clear up off the floor, spins around like he's got so much energy and so much vitality. And off he goes. He says, I'm done. I'm ready to go. Don't forget I love you, baby. Okay, gonna let him go. Thank you for being patient. Should have reminded me. Somehow I overlooked it. I'm sorry. Truly. Anyway, we got her done. I need a secretary. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later. Don't forget to look at that halo and be proud of your success.